Hello everyone and welcome back to ZakLiT educational channel. So this is WBSET 2023 part 2 and this is actually the rapid revision for the UGC NET environmental science exam or any other environmental science entrances. So this is part 31 and the playlist for this rapid revision is very important if you are going to give any of this examination. So you must check all this video before going for the examination. The link is provided in the I button as well as in the description below. So if you are new, you have to subscribe the channel to get further updates. So without much delay, let's get started.
So as we have already completed 30 questions in our part 1, you can see the link in the description. Today we are going to start from question 31. 31 question is which anthropogenic activity? Anthropogenic means the activity which are created by we human beings is not responsible for the increase of carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. Very chocolate question. I hope everybody will be able to answer this. So here the correct option will be option C. Yes, afforestation means forest. That means we have to develop the forest, we have to grow the forest. It is the opposite of deforestation. That means it is the cutting of forest. So by deforestation, by fossil fuel consumption and mining and smelting activity, we are responsible for increasing carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. But afforestation will help to decrease the carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. Let's move to the next question, question 32. Question 32 is a multiple option. We have to select which options are correct among the 4 options given. Let's read the question first. The question is, in a hydropower plant, the function of a penstock is to what? So what is the function of a penstock in the hydropower plant? For some of you, it will be the new term which you will be hearing for the first time. Let's read one by one each of the following statement. First is, it is to carry water from the reservoir to the turbine, to convert potential energy of water into kinetic energy, to convert potential energy of water to electrical energy, or to act as a pressure neutralizer if a surge tank is provided. So you have to select for all these 4 options, and here I will not take much of your time. I will reveal the answer. Here only first 2 statements are correct. Yes, the function of a penstock in the hydropower plant is to carry water from the reservoir to the turbine, and it converts the potential energy of the water into kinetic energy. So later on it is converted into electrical energy. So these 2 statements you should not remember, they will confuse you. Only first and second are the function of a penstock in a hydropower plant. Let's move to the next question. Question number 33 is which one of the following is a correct sequence in the process of coalification? Coalification means the process of formation of coal, the gradual process due to the heat and pressure. Gradually the different types of coal are formed, and you have to say which is the correct sequence. So here the correct option will be option number B. Yes. Initially lignite is formed, then due to more pressure and temperature, the subbituminous coal is formed, then bituminous, and finally the anthracite, that is the purest form of coal, is formed. Let's move to the next question. Next question is which gas or gases is a major constituent of LPG? LPG means liquefied petroleum gas, which we are using in our households. So here some of you are confused. And here actually the correct option will be what? It will be option number D. Both B and C, that means butane and propane, are the major constituent of liquefied petroleum gas. And you should also know the composition of CNG. It is also asked. Compressed natural gas, the main constituent is what? It is methane. Yes, CH4 is the main constituent of CNG. Let's move to the next question, question 35. Again coming from the coal. Coal is one of the very important, multiple times it has been asked, very frequent last question. You should be clear with all this thing. Question 35 is which of the following type of coal contains higher percentage of volatile matter? So I will give you a hint that if the higher percentage of volatile matter means it is not a good quality of coal. So if you know which is not a good quality of coal, you will be able to answer. It is option A, peat. Yes, peat is having the higher percentage of volatile matter, which is not a good symbol for a good quality of coal. Coming to the next question. Next question from the chemical kinematics, environmental chemistry, thermodynamics. The half-life of a first order chemical reaction is what? So is it directly proportional, indirectly proportional to the initial concentration of the reactant? So here it is based on the concept. You should know that it is independent of the initial concentration of the reactant. For any first order chemical reaction, the half-life period is independent of initial concentration of the reactant. Even if you don't know what is initial concentration, first order, just remember this thing, so it will be helpful. Let's move to the next question, question 37. Which of the following includes biodiesel under principles of green chemistry? Whether it is prevention of waste, safer solvents and auxiliaries, use of renewable feedstock or use of catalyst. So here the correct option will be option number C. In the biodiesel, the use of renewable feedstock is used for processing. That is why it is included in the principle of green chemistry. Let's move to the next question. The term B10 implies what? So most of the questions are taken from the UGC NET Environmental Science paper. That's why it is very, very important. So here, term B10 means what? It means blending of 10% of biodiesel with 90% of conventional diesel. So 10% only biodiesel होता है उसमें और 90% जो है हमारा conventional diesel होता है B10 जिसे कहते हैं. Let's move to the next question, question 39. This is also very frequently asked and some of you are confused in that. Which of the following energy sources is not renewable on human time scale? So here actually the thing is the option correct will be option number A, geothermal energy. It is actually a renewable energy, but in human time scale it is non-renewable. So option A will be correct for this question. Coming to the next question, question number 40. I hope you are noting down all these things, very important. Question 40 is which gases pollutants can be reduced in a three-way catalytic converter? So this converters and all very important. Air pollutants controlling device, I have made a separate video on that. You can watch the link in the I button. So here the pollutants which are reduced in the three-way catalytic converter are option number C, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons and oxides of nitrogen. Remember, three-way catalytic converter किसे reduce करता है? Carbon monoxide को, hydrocarbons and oxides of nitrogen. Let's move to the next question, question number 41. 41 is, phone is the number of dBs, that means what? Decibels produced at a frequency of how much hertz? Phone, it is not phone, it is PHON. You should note down what is PHON, phone. Phone is a unit of perceived loudness of sound. How much loudness of sound you are perceiving, that is measured in the phone, and the phone is the number of decibel produced at a frequency of 1000 hertz. Option B will be correct. 1000 hertz, or what we can say, it is equal to 1 kilohertz also. Same, kilo means 1000, so 1000 hertz. Let's move to the next question, question 42. How many sustainable development goals are enlisted for sustainable development adopted by United Nations in 2015? It is very, very easy question. You must be knowing that. Option B, 17 sustainable development goals are there. So this is the picture. You should note down. I will recall. No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice and strong institution, partnership, that is global partnership for achieving these goals. So I will tell you that some of the time the questions are asked that which number of sustainable development goal is related to what. So I will tell you a tip that you should remember that which environmental causes are under sustainable development goal. For example, water, land, and then it coming to the climate change. So these things are important because in environmental science exam, mostly they will ask what is the number for climate action, life on land, life below water. No need to go and remember all these 17. If you can remember, it is good. Otherwise, just remember related to environment. Coming to the next question, Basel Convention. Very, very important. Basel Convention is related to what? We all know it is related to the transboundary movement of hazardous waste and their disposal in order to restrict the movement of hazardous waste from the developed to the less developing countries. So here, next thing will be, we should know when was the Basel Convention signed. It was signed in the year 1989, and when it came into effect, it came into effect in 1992. So these years are also important. Note down, 1989 it was signed, 1992 it was effective. Let's move to the next question, question 44. Question number 44 is to detect the height of tsunami waves along the coast. Coastal tide gauges are placed offshore at a distance of what? So here one thing you should note down: to detect the tsunami height, what are the things used? They are coastal tide gauges. So these gauges are placed offshore at a distance of approximately 100 kilometers. So option A will be correct in this regard. Coming to question number 46, the question is, which country first established the National Environmental Agency? So which is the country to first establish National Environmental Agency? It will be option B, Sweden. Yes, Sweden, this passed the Environmental Protection Agency in the year 1967. So this is the thing, and also Sweden is the first country to host the United Nations Conference on Global Environment in 1972. These things are related to Sweden, very very important, note down. Coming to the question number 47, the sequence of stages in environmental projects are what? So here environmental clearance projects के लिए sequence क्या होता है? Which is the first stage, which is the next stage? So here I will wait for certain seconds, then I will reveal the correct answer. So here the correct option will be option number D. Yes, first is the screening stage, then comes scoping, then public consultation, then appraisal, that is project appraisal. So these are the 4 stages, sequential stage for the environmental clearance for projects. Let's move to the next question. Question number 48. Which one of the following audits occupational health and safety of workers? So which audit, International Organization of Standardization number, is related to the health and safety of workers? So it is option D, ISO 45001. Remember the number ISO 45001. Let's move to the next question. The maximum number of days taken to give environmental clearance for building and construction project as per EIA notification 2006 is how much? So here it is what? It is 90 days. So within these many days the decision has to be taken for the construction project environmental clearance. Coming to the next question, question number 50. Which of the following distribution is used to determine that the 2 samples drawn from 2 independent normal population have the same variance? So this is from the statistics portion, and here the correct option will be option number B, F distribution or F ratio. We call it F ratio also. So it is used to determine that the 2 samples drawn from the 2 independent normal population have the same variance or not. Let's move to the next question, question 51. Here equation is given. The equation H bar is equal to minus sigma pi log pi is an expression of what kind of index? So this is also very very frequently asked question, and here the correct option will be option number A, Shannon-Weiner diversity index. To calculate the diversity, this is the equation, and here it is also known as simply Shannon's index. Let's move to the next question, question 52. What actions can be helpful in reducing the warming of Earth? That means global warming, controlling which actions can be helpful? So here the correct option will be what? Option number D, all of the above, because reducing the dependence on fossil fuel will help to reduce the release of greenhouse gases. So it will release the less release of greenhouse gases, so reduce the global warming. Promotion of non-conventional sources of energy, that means promoting new, that is non-conventional, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy. So if you are promoting them instead of the fossil fuel, then it will also reduce the global warming of the earth. And then finally, judicious use of natural resource. So you should not exploit the natural resource, you should use it judiciously, then we can also control the global warming of the earth. So all of the above will be the correct option. Coming to the next question, question 53. E-waste management rules were notified in India in which of the following years? E-waste means electronic waste management rules. So it will be what? It will be none of this. Yes, actually it will be in 2011. So it came to force in 2012, but it is asking were notified, so it will be 2011. Let's move to the next question, question number 54. Yes, some of you were confused in this question, those who have appeared this exam. So here in match the following, we have to match with the correct process of wastewater treatment. So here what process deals with what separation technique? I will tell you one by one, no need to worry. So here we'll start with the primary sedimentation. Yes, primary sedimentation means what it will happen is, first thing you should know that it will be option number 3, that means clarify sewage by flotation as well as settlement. So primary sedimentation, when the sewage is splashed, it is to clarify them with the help of flotation as well as settlement technique. Next comes the biological treatment. Biological treatment, what they will do is they will go and they will convert the soluble. So biological treatment means they will use the biological organisms, microorganism. They will convert the soluble and colloidal organic matter into new cell. So next is secondary treatment. Secondary treatment will be what? It will be separation of microbial biomass, and tertiary treatment will be settlement in lagoons, filtration through sand and gravel. So here primary sedimentation, clarify sewage, biological treatment, conversion of soluble and colloidal organic matter into new cell. So here option number A will be correct. Here A will be correct in this question. Let's move to the next question. Question 55. How many primary characteristics can define hazardous waste? So hazardous waste have 4 property. It should have 4 property anyways, then only it will be regarded as the hazardous waste. So option D will be correct, 4 properties, and we should know what are these 4 property. One is ignitability, and second is corrosivity, third is reactivity, and the fourth one is toxicity. So ICRT will be the 4 important characteristics for an hazardous waste. Let's move to the next question. Again, match the following. So this is a question which I already said every time. You can learn many things from the match the following. List 1 types of filter or techniques, and list 2 what are they performing. So here question 56, correct option I will say first, it will be option A. So biofilter. So filter means it will be treating some air pollutant mostly. Water also can be there, but here we will match with treatment of polluted air emission. Number 2 is biomethanation. So production of biogas, biomethanation technique. So it will match with D. Deep injection well. Well means something liquid will be there. Liquid, where it is mentioned? It is mentioned in this option only. So deep injection well will match with 1. So here you can see that 3 is matching with A, and biopiles are the end thing, the last thing. They are the solid phase bioremediation. For some of you it will be the new term, biopiles. So biopiles are what? They are the type of remediation technique for the solid phase waste. Let's move to the next question. Question 57 we are dropping. It is a statistics question. We are not solving. We are on a rapid revision. Question 58. Which is not the correct answer with respect to environmental impact assessment techniques? So this is important. I will read one by one. In checklist, identification of impacts are excellent. This is true. This is a kind of EIA technique, checklist method. Next is network method is fairly difficult to apply. It is correct. Matrix techniques are excellent to interpret the impact. Yes, results from interpretation, it is very excellent in matrix technique. But here it is mentioned ad hoc method requires moderately skilled staff. It is not correct. The ad hoc method requires excellent or highly skilled experts. So option B will be correct because it was asking which is not correct. So option B is not correct, but in the question we have to mark B. Ad hoc method requires highly skilled or expert for conducting this EIA technique. I hope you have noted down all these things. Let's move to the next question. Question 59. Question 59 again from EIA. Formal EIA became an integral part of the environment management in India by a notification for the first time in India in which of the following years? This thing you should know. It is also one of the frequent asked question. It will be option C. In 1994, EIA became an integral part of environmental management in India. Coming to the next question, question number 60. Which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India states that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environment, including forest, lake, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for the living creature? So this is according to which article of our Constitution? That is, it is our duty of every citizen. It will be option number A, according to the Article 51A. So this is the article which is telling us to be the responsible citizen for the environment, and we should also know Article 48A. Article 48A, this article is telling that the state has the duty to protect the environment. So this is the thing, state or nation we can say. So it has for the state or the nation, but for 51A it is for us, that is the duty of the every citizen. In next video we will complete this. If you haven't checked the previous, you can check the link in the description. So see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel to get all further updates. Take care and believe in yourself.